Hey, 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 Uncle Mark in the mothership with a 3-string cigar box guitar. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is late in the evening. This is Paul Simon. I'm going to do this lesson in 3 different ways. The first way is going to be the super easy, beginner, never done nothing before on a cigar box guitar, 1-finger way. Then the second way I'm going to do this is the way I did it on my companion video, which is there on my On the Couch series or the On the Couch playlist. And then the third, I'm going to show you the little soloing stuff, the little how I do those horn parts. So this is going to be the easy, super easy beginner way, and that's how I'm going to start this thing. So here we go. Well, the first thing I remember, I was lying in my bed, and I couldn't have been more than 1 or 2, yeah. And I remember there's a radio coming from the room next door. My mother laughed the way some ladies do. You know, it's late in the evening, and the music's seeping through, yeah. And the next thing I remember, that is the whole song, folks. It's that over and over and over. So what do we got going on? G, D, G, 34, or 42, 34, 24. They're all wound, and these are electric guitar strings. I'm playing through my Roland Mini Cube, and I'll show you those settings at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. This song is in B, and so how do we find a B? Well, open G at the nut. G sharp, A, B flat, and B. And the way I see it is between the 2 dots. That's how I remember. So just look for between the 2 dots. It's also the 4th fret, and it's going to look like 4, 4, 4. This is a bar chord, B-A-R-R-E. That's how you spell it, just like this over here. And you just put your finger on it. The other 2 chords, so we have an E, and that's on the 9th fret, and that's your last single dot coming up the fretboard until you get to the double dots. So just remember, from here, in between the dots, E is the last dot, and then the next chord is F sharp, and that's the last space before the 2 dots. That's how I remember it. So it's B, E, and F sharp. That's the whole song. So you sit here, and I hit that bass note and strum. And if you see, I'm kind of plucking away and strum, pluck and strum. But when you watch me do it, I'm really tight, like so. I'm just showing you, this is how I'm showing you. I'm not playing it that way, so I don't want you to flick down, flick down. I don't want you to play that way. I just want you to hit that note and strum down. And it starts out on the E, so we're coming up to the 9th fret. Well, the next thing I remember, see, we're on that E, 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 E on the 9th fret. E, 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 back to B on the 4th fret. Then we're going to go back to the 9th fret. E, 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 back to B, yeah. The dots there. Now we're going to go up to F sharp. F sharp, F sharp, F sharp on the 11th fret, right before those 2 dots, and then back to B. And you can play along with the album. That's the whole song. Bunch of lyrics. It's got 4 sets of lyrics. That's the whole song. So if you want to do it with 1 finger, just remember 4, 9, and 11. Or just remember in between the dots, on the last dot before the 2, and then 1 space before the 2. And that's how I actually look at fretboards. I look down at these dots and I figure out where I am, and then I play it that way. So this is part 2 now, how I play it on my companion video. So I play it in B just like this, but I make the E down here. So I do a first thing, First thing I remember, I was lying in my bed. So this shape here is an E, just like this is an E. This E happens to be E, B, E. This E happens to be B, E, B. Same chord, different voicing. So it's got B, E, B here and E, B, E there. Just a different voicing and a different shape. This shape you make by taking your D string and go D, D sharp, E, putting your third finger on the B and your pinky on the B. And to make that F sharp, you just go E, F, F sharp, and there's your next shape, and there's the B. So, first thing I remember, I was lying in my bed, and I couldn't have been more than one or two, yeah. I remember there's a radio coming from the room next door. I'm on E, 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 B. Going to F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, B, yeah. So that's pretty much the next step. So your first step is here, here, and here. Then you graduate to here, these two shapes. Now there's a little bass part that runs through, like a thread that runs through. And it does something like this. So you're on the B. You're going to play this note here, this F sharp, and the G sharp, C sharp, B. So F sharp, B, G sharp, F sharp, C sharp, B. So just stay in this shape with your fingers here. That's that B. And then just move your finger like this. Then E, 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 when it's late in the evening and all the girls on the stoops, yeah. And it's something really fun to play with. Now, along with that is the horn section. So the horn section is like this. Okay? So that starts on your E. So you're here. Okay? And those notes are here. Okay? So I'm on the B. How do I know that's a B? Because that's a C and it's that dot. That's a B flat. Just like down here. B flat, C, B. So I'm here. Then I'm going to use these fingers. So B, G sharp, E. This happens to be a D sharp, E, and that right there is a B. And I fool around in here. So I'm just fooling around with these notes here. So that would look like, well, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 11, 14, and then here, 9, 8, 8. And my fingers are in this position because all these notes work. So if you look at the positions, I'm not using my ring finger, but all the rest of the notes work. So just play around with it. So that's all I'm doing with this. It's really fairly simple. So you're on B. Dun, 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 dun. You can play along with the album. It's in B. And remember, E, see where the dot is? F sharp, not where the dot is, but below those two. This is Uncle Mark in the Mothership. Thank you so much for everything you do for me. I do have a PayPal link here down below. Thank you so much for all your generous donations. It's a paypal.me/Uncle Mark Tips. $1 a show is all we ask, and I do have a Facebook page, Cigar BX Blue, where I post some live stuff and just kind of oddball things I post on there. You know, who knows what you're going to get. Also, sometimes I post schedules of different songs I'm going to post and things like that. So that's great. So let me show you my settings. I told you I would show you my settings, and I'm on that Brit combo right there. You can see the type. I've got a little reverb, and I'm going to turn that to right there. You can see my little reverb is up. My tone is dimed. That means it's up to 10, and my gain is really minimal. I'm using my X-Vive here. So I really like the X-Vive U2. They're not that pricey, and they really do a fabulous job. I've had mine for over a year, and I really, really enjoy it, and it's nice being cable-free. So just letting you know, I do recommend that, although they don't give me any money to recommend it, but I do recommend it nonetheless. I think it's fantastic. Thank you so much for all your generosity and all your support, and please don't forget to share on social media. Thank you so much for everything.